Hello everybody and welcome to Stampin' Among the Gum Trees. My name is Kat and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator located in Melbourne, Australia. Today is December 10. That means it's day 10 of our Use It Up challenge for this month. And it is Wednesday and I would normally try and slot in a one sheet wonder for today. But we really need to use up some of this DSP, folks. And you know, the challenge is to use a whole pack of 12 by 12 DSP. And I'm hoping to do it in this month. But I want to do it without wasting it. So I've been racking my brains. Yes, we can do cards and we can do scrapbook pages, but we can do so much more with our designer series paper too. There's little boxes and there's tags and there's all sorts of things. And I was looking for some packaging for a gift this morning, just this morning. And it occurred to me that I could make a really cute, really nice, really elegant, really pretty bottle carrier for a wine bottle, which is a non-alcoholic wine because we don't drink, but just to present as a gift in something that's made just for that person is so nice to be able to do that. So that's what we'll be working on today. And it will use just about a full sheet of designer series paper for the base and about a half a sheet for the embellishments and decorations. So that's not too bad. That is getting through it really quickly. Hello, Maureen, how are you? And I do apologise, everyone, for the short notice yesterday, but something came up out of the blue, as things do, and it just threw my day all out of whack. So I had to postpone all sorts of things, but that's okay. That's what we do, isn't it? We adjust. Otherwise, we just sit in the corner and suck our thumbs. So I had to adjust on the fly, and it meant I couldn't do my video for yesterday, and I was really disappointed because I really enjoyed it. It has since been uploaded, and I don't even know what I did with it. Where did I put it? This is what we did. Let me flip you down so you can see it. That would help, wouldn't it? Here we go. I'm out of practice. This is what we did yesterday. We did I call it a Z-fold tower card because it stands up, but it's like that. And it's a copy of one I cased, one that I did at a retreat about 12 months ago. The one I did at the retreat was slightly taller, but this one will fit into a standard envelope for us for posting, so that's really good. And of course we've got our bit on the back to write. This was the sample that I made. See, trying to use up this Painterly Pears DSP. This was the sample I made with the Darling Duckling card base. This one has Old Olive as its base because it sort of blends in. So that was yesterday's effort, and the video has, I'm pretty sure, uploaded by now for that. So today we're going to make a wine bottle carrier. And it's really easy. So easy. So much easier than I thought it would be. I was really quite shocked at how easy it was. Oh, Maureen, you will love these, and you can use cardstock if you want to, but I'm using DSP. Our DSP, the Stampin' Up! DSP, as you know, is quite sturdy. It's not flimsy like some of them that we have used in the past, so it holds up quite well. So let's get started. Now bear with me as I get I'm going to use a scoreboard because it's easier for more accurate scoring. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to flip up here and get my instructions. I have a 12 by 12 piece of designer series paper. That's what's on the other side of it. I think that's what I used yesterday. No, it's not. I'm going to use the B side to make the actual carrier for that. But we actually only want it to be 12 by 11. So I've cut a 1-inch strip off, and that's going to go on the scrap box. Then I'm going to get my scoring tool and rotate round to the 12-inch side. And we are going to score at 2 inches. Now, because it's designer series paper, I'm using the bigger, there's a narrow, smaller ball and a bigger ball. I'm using the bigger ball because I don't want to tear the paper. So I'm going to score at 2 inches. Did I do that? Yes, I did. 2 inches. And then at 10 inches. Oops. Follow it down, and I might do that again. There we go. Then we're going to rotate to the 11-inch side. Says 11 inches. Can't quite see that. This one, there's a bit of scoring to do, but don't worry, it's pretty easy. We're going to score at 1 3/4. So we'll score at 1 3/4, and I'll do that twice. 3 1/2. 5 1/4. Right, 5 1/4, yep. 5 1/4. So then 7, 8 3/4, and 10 1/2. And that will leave a narrow little lip there. Okay. Now, before I take it out, what I'm going to do is I am going to use the pointy end, the thinner end now, because I want these to stand out a bit at 7/8. 7/8. So on your Stampin' Up scoreboard, you've got eighths. So 7/8 is the mark before the 1 inch. So 7/8, just a little sort of mark there. 2 5/8, which is the one after the 1/2-inch mark. 4 3/8, so 1 2 3, which is the one before the 1/2-inch mark. 6 1/8, 6 1/8, 7 7/8, and 9 5/8. So 1 2 3 4 5, which is the one after the 1/2. Just little marks. I don't know if you can sort of see them there. We just want those to be there. Will they show up better on the other side? Not really. Okay, so now we can put the scoreboard away and we will do some burnishing. Sorry, the noise, but when I'm putting the scoreboard away, it has to go everywhere. So, bone folder. And flip it over, and we are going to fold and burnish. So, because I want this side, the B side, to be the outside, fold and burnish. Like that. And then all of these are going to be mountain folds, okay? Just line them up so that the edges are even before you do your burnishing. Just like so. Maureen, I'm making them because I've put some coffee syrup into pretty bottles and I needed bottle carriers. So that's why I was after these this morning. Here we go. To go into the hampers. Right, all done. Now, what we are going to do is get our scissors. And we are going to simply cut on these lines from the bottom to the top, just like this. I should have my bigger scissors for this, but I really like these little Fiskars scissors are fabulous. I've had them for so long and they are just amazing. Always sharp, and the point, I think it's the point that I really like on them. Now guys, we actually, when you get to this end, we're going to cut this bit. This little end tab is going to go off. Just like so. Cut it away. And we're going to repeat on this top end. So we are going to cut the end tab off. Oh, do I need to keep these scraps? I will. I've been diligent at keeping everything so that we get to the end of the month. We can see how much we have left and if there's anything useful. Let's cut them up like that. Forgot what I was saying. Free shipping starts today. That's what I was saying. Okay, so that's that. I'm going to flip it around to the top again. That is our carrier base, just like that. Now, we're going to decorate it before we put it together, and I've chosen this because I think that sort of goes with the person that I'm giving this to, and I quite like those two colour combinations together. So what we need is 6 strips because we've got 6 panels, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and they need to be 1.5 inches wide by 8 3/4 inches long. So 6 1.5 is 9. So I'm going to cut it at 9 inches. Yeah. 6 times 1.5 is 9. Yes, 6. Suddenly thought, am I right in my math? Yes, I'm going to cut it at 9 inches. Pop that there. And then it needs to be 8 3/4 inches long. So we'll turn it and we'll do 8 3/4 inches, like so. This isn't necessarily, it is slightly directional, but it's not necessarily essential. But again, it's one of those patterns that you sort of want to keep running together. So we're going to cut it at 1.5 and just keep them in order. So that 1.5. And keep them in order so that they will, oops, stop that everywhere. It's better. over. And then 2 more. And 1.5. Okay. Super simple. Don't let me get those muddled. Right, bring back the base. So that's 3, 2, 1. And we'll pop them on because now we're just going to glue these into place. Oh, I done wrong. It's about a quarter. Did I mismeasure? I must have mismeasured. Okay, I will take roughly a 1/4 of an inch off each one. Hang on. Half an inch off each one. Easy way to solve it. I've written down the wrong number, which is normal for me. Okay, let me flip this like this. And from there is 8. Should have been 7 3/4, and I've written 8 3/4. Is that right? Yeah. So I have to take 1 inch off each piece. I will do that. So that it is 7 3/4. Good grief. One day we might get a video that everything actually runs smoothly, but you never know with me. Two. Three. Just come off. 4. I did the Christmas grocery shopping on Sunday with Hannah. So we have all our Christmas goodies, all of our Christmas goodies put away in the pantry, which is really nice. So I don't need to do battle with any huge supermarket crowds now. That's better. That makes me happier. There we go. All right, I will adjust that. Right, so much better. What am I doing? Hi, Evelyn. Keeping it real. Maureen, you know, there's nothing realer than what goes on in my house. Oh, I don't know about that. But now I'm going to have to turn this sideways so that I can stick these down because I can't work long ways. And I don't really know why. Just like this. Keep the border the same. At least the paper's in order. So the pattern will flow, and that's kind of nice. Once you've done one, it's easy to do the rest because you just follow along. I was thinking this would look really nice with the black and gold and white from the Modern Christmas DSP. A bottle carrier would be just gorgeous. Very elegant, I would think. And let me turn it around so I can do this and keep them reasonably straight and even. I'm going to have to lift that one. It's better. That. If you have trouble lining them up, fold them over so you're only working on one panel. Just like so. And then you can just sort of get them in the right spot. Flip over, move it a bit. And there we go. Right. Almost finished. Now what we need to do is on this top row where we've got those little divots that we marked, and I am going to have to go and get some longer scissors. Just give me one moment. Okay, we are going to cut from that point where we made that mark to the corner, like so. To make triangles. I'm thinking it would be easier to work this way. Not quite. So I like my pointy scissors. So we can cut like this. Just like this. Suddenly got really cold. It was very warm before, and now all of a sudden it's really cold. Okay. Sun's gone. So, last one, like so. I wonder what we can do with those. Right. Oh, no. Oh, I thought I'd cut one off. No, it's just that bit. So, right. I have a hole punch. It is about a 6mm hole punch or so. And you just want to put it in, not too far down, but not right at the point, and sort of eyeball it so that you can make it in the center, like so. They're roughly in the same place. Doesn't have to be perfect. Okay. And then like that. Right. Okie dokie. Now, we are going to turn this over. I'm going to run some glue along this strip here. And I might do it like this so I don't get it on the inside. You can use tape runner if you want to, or tear tape, but you want something quite strong. So liquid glue. And I've been reasonably generous. And because this is symmetrical, it should just fold over like that. It does, and I'll just, right, there we go. Give it a press down to make sure it sticks. Right. See where the seam was. There it is there. Okay. Now, to do the bottom, it's, I don't know how to show you. Fold one flap in. How am I going to do this? Fold one flap in. Fold another flap over. Another flap over. Just go around like that and then sort of get it into shape. Like so. Does that make sense? Because we sort of want it like that. Okay. So we're going to start with glue on just the bottom bit. And we're just going to fold it over. Now we're going to put glue on just the bottom bit and fold it over like so. This is the hardest part of the whole thing. Go. Glue just the bottom bit. Fold it over. Just on the bottom. One needs to come up and go that way. So that one can go that way and that one goes over there like that. Yep, cool. Just on the bottom there. So, pop your hand inside the box if you need to. And push it down. And then this one is going to go over the top. Oh, hang on. One's in the wrong spot. Just like that. And like that. Okay. Glue. And inside and push down. So we've got our shape. So we need to, I've got a bottle here. Push it down until it sticks. Then go around and add some more. Then all we do is like let me get a bottle to put in and I will show you. Here's my empty vanilla bottle. It's got to be refilled, so we're going to put that in. That will help to give it the shape, but it will also help the bottom to stick. And right, then all we do is cut some ribbon. Now, I'm not going to cut the ribbon off until I've finished threading it through, and you thread it through the holes just like this, all the way around. And of course I'm using the Mossy Meadow and Gold from the Painterly Pears Suite because it's so pretty, and it goes with the paper. Of course, you can use whatever you like. If you've got a slightly bigger hole punch or you want to use a little circle die, go like so through the last hole. It's like that. So can you see what I've done? I've just gone through the holes all the way around. Get it? And back down. And we go like so. Arrange your points so that they're nice. You don't have to tie it quite so tight if you don't want to. And tie a bow. Tie a bow. See me tying the bow, can you? There we go. Tie a nicer bow than that. I'm pretty sure I can if I put my mind to it. Okay. Then you can just get a circle. I've got two 2¼ inch circle punch here. I'm going to cut a piece out of. I'll cut it out of here and I won't be wasting it. Oh, right. I'll have to go this way. Okay. And got left. Into my scraps. Into my scrap. No, that's a card front. I'm not popping up that. And here we go. Right, smaller. There we go. Just like so. And you can choose a stamp. Says, a good friend is a gift. Move that out of the way. A good friend is a gift. Oh, you've made them before. They're really handy, Maureen, and super simple to make. So that's really good. I want Old Olive, I think. Let's stamp that. Let's stamp that up towards the top, like so. And then I will think maybe we've got in my bag of tricks, wherever that is, just have it. Oh, caramba. And the bag of tricks. You pull it. We could stamp a little pair. And stamp block. Stamp it to the outline. Stamp it. Yep. And we can stamp off. Or we can stamp over the top. Oh, that's what we'll do. Okay. My bag wipe. I need to get my stamp cleaner out of my bag. Then I wouldn't have to use baby wipes, would I? Okay. A good friend is a gift. Let's get the secret seal. And we will stamp the pears. And we might try it this way instead. So, nice. And then bring back the old olive. Bring back the old olive. Just like so. There we go. That's what we'll do. Show you. Stamped it and then we stamped over it. I like that. Close up these ink pads before I get ink everywhere. Better put the stamps away because I lose those. I just know I will. Right. Where did that green circle go? Let's pop that on there. We'll just stick it down. One thing I didn't do, yes I did, okay. I didn't check to see that the seam was at the back, but I did, obviously, unless I fluked it. There we go. Like that. And then we'll get some dimensionals. Okay. And let me just down, line it up. So, and then let's get some the smaller green ones, do you think? There. Oh. Move that one, just because I can, to there. There we go. Fits a standard bottle of wine, Maureen. Yes, it does. They're about, I think, about 3 inches, 7.5 centimeters across the base, a standard bottle. Take a tape measure with you when you buy it. This is actually a vodka bottle because it's my vanilla extract bottle. That's the one that's, I've got to take the beans out and chop them up. So I'm going to make vanilla sugar with them because I think they've done about 4 rotations of vanilla, so I think they might be used up. There you go. You can make little caps to cover the top of the bottle if you want to. You don't have to leave it red, but that's it. That's our super simple wine bottle carrier. Do it in all different things. Like I said, I think it would look stunning in the modern Christmas black and gold and white. I think it would look beautiful. It would look lovely in the traditional Christmas. it would look really pretty in any of the florally suites. You've got so many beautiful DSPs that we can use for these. And it's easy enough to make shorter, harder to make longer because we're stuck with the size of the 12 by 12. But you can make them shorter if you want to, narrower for the skinny bottles. You can do those. What are they? The miniatures, you know, that you get in hotel rooms and stuff. Do little ones for those. So many different things you can do. But it used up a lot of DSP from our pack, which is really good. And it solved a problem for me for wrapping for a couple of gifts. Alrighty, what else do I have to tell you? I've mentioned our free shipping. It's available until Friday. I've got the January to April mini catalogue launch and crafternoon on the 11th of January. What else? My mind's gone blank. There's a lot going on at the moment and my mind has just gone blank. Can't think, but anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you get to make a couple more, and I hope they solve your gift wrap problem. And honestly, if you've got a stash of DSP that needs to be used up, it's a good way to get through them. And I like that these can be done up to the gluing stage. So you can make them ahead of product of the month. Yes, product of the month. That started this month, $9. And it's actually really pretty. It's called True Blue Florals. So it really appealed to me. So it's blue. $9 with a $125 order. And that is after your rewards discounts or any coupon codes or anything that you have. And it has to be a single order. It's exclusive. It's only available with that $125 order. Only available while stocks last. And it's only available one per customer. So there you go. Alrighty, tomorrow is Thursday, the 11th. I wonder what we'll come up with for tomorrow. I'll try and find something else that's going to use up a decent amount of designer series paper for us, because I really want to get through this pack, but I don't want to waste it with doing trivial things. Okay, thank you so much, everyone, for watching. If you like the video, a thumbs up would be very much appreciated. If you are not already subscribed to my channel, hit that subscribe button. That would be amazing, and it just means that you're notified when we go live or upload a video. And of course, as always, if you know anyone who might like to know how to make a wine bottle carrier, I squashed that one flat, didn't I? Use the share link to send it to them. If you've got any questions, pop them in the comments or shoot me an email, and I will happily get back to you as quickly as I can. I'll be back tomorrow. Fingers crossed. Everything going okay so far today. Until then, have a great day, everyone.